Look at the, so here's the other issue. Okay. So on Hot Ones, there's like a lineup. On Hot Ones, there's a lineup of sauces, right? There's supposed to be an order of sauces. And the problem is, this was like the third or fourth sauce. Yeah, let's see your profile first. Bruh, what is that? You can't have. Yeah, it's about you eating rotisserie chicken. Speaking of which, hold on, let me finish ordering my freaking chicken, dude. But yeah, it was a lot of, so the thing is, it was a lot of fun. I love doing like chill-ass, you know what I mean? I love doing stuff that's like not immediately political, or even if it's gonna be political, it's just like mostly light memes. And
how big's your?
Big enough.
Okay. Over under 7. God.
Big enough. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Since you're talking about the NFL, we talk about Deshaun Watson. Probably not. What is this? Chasing the Wind communism?
This shit took me like 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Went #1 in Vietnam though.
Yeah, I see that.
That's the communist flag.
What, you got a problem with that?
Oh, are you communist?
I mean, I don't have a problem with communism.
I don't even know what communism is. Anyways.
It's a beautiful bear twink. Show chat the surprise Republican. Oh yeah, Kaya came in and was like, I want to be a part of the lineup. She's such a little baby. She's such a little baby that wants to, she is such a little camera slut. Okay? I'll say it. She wants to be the star of every show. She knows exactly where the camera is. She always is aware. She always is aware of the camera presence. And she always wants to be in front of it. Did that girl ask to debate you at the end? I think she did. I didn't fully understand what was going on there. But yeah, she's just like her dad says, you, this dog is taking that from you, bro. No, she did. Yeah. So this was, first we started off with, you know, some fun stuff. We looked at Jason's Hinge profile. Okay. I found out how 20-year-olds are rizzing people up. And honestly, I think honestly that was like the oldest I felt. Cause like, I know how normies are in terms of politics. I know how normies are. Which one was that? I know how normies are in terms of politics. I know how like little they know, or I know how oblivious they are. Most normies or like normie adjacent people are. And the reality is like, it's kind of funny seeing that. It's kind of funny seeing that in person, because it's like, that's like chirping about me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I did this TikTok as well. But that, like, usually on the internet, you think the guy behind the other side, like the guy behind the screen, is like maybe cognizant of what they're saying and maybe has like a well flushed out worldview. But like 90% of the dudes who just say like, man, I hate that Hasan guy, he's a socialist hypocrite, like, these don't know their asses from their elbows. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't know. So I always respect and appreciate people who are like, yeah, I don't really know anything, it's fine. A lot more than people who don't know anything, but then have like hard opinions, like well established, firmly held opinions that they've committed to, when there's obviously not like a lot of thought behind it, right? So there's always much respect to the normies who are just like overall charitable. Are you going to TwitchCon? Yes, I am. You know, I'll always have respect for normies who at least have the decency to say like, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. This is outside of my field of knowledge. But yeah, overall, it wasn't shocking to me to see like what most like normal people's like level depth of knowledge is in terms of politics, even if it's like basic stuff like liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican. But I think what made me feel really old was Jason, like the way he rizzes girls up. Bruh, what is that? You can't have that as your first photo. This is a better look than that. Your hair is crazy in that.
I think that's bad.
I recently discovered that women have period cramp.
Come on, it's corny and funny. Girls like that.
Oh my God. You're 20, you're a man, straight, 5'10", that's cap, but it's all good.
Yeah, now you got up a little bit.
Yeah, you just got, no, I recommend that in my advice segment. Jason shows, well, y'all don't even know why y'all dislike Hasan Lamau, because he has actual crack smoker political takes. When he isn't political, he's actually a bearable person. What political takes of his are crazy? Deja's mad. He's actually good at debating. He's the leftist version of Ben Shapiro. They don't even know his political takes, lol. They just regurgitate the same criticisms about him. Which takes? He's weird. Only people who for them are old, live, RL, and girls who think he's hit. Weird how, lol, genuine question. He's a big hypocrite. Like, Hasan mad funny, bruh. Not gonna lie, I with Hasan. Hasan is fine and funny. Politics aside, Hasan funny. It's funny as hell. Jason admitted he was tweaking over what? Why all men lie about their height? Hasan W. Okay. This is, you ever try keto diet? I have, yeah. So the thing is, like, Jason's Twitter community was saying how they didn't know how you were super chill outside of politics streams. I think like politics across the board is just, it comes across as unbearable for many normies. And I totally understand that. And I think that's the issue. Like, they only see it as like, people that are going to get canceled. Like, there is a stink associated with like my style of politics, like leftist politics, liberal politics. Like, that's what they consider that as. And the only thing they know it as is like, oh, these are like the blue-haired guys and girls that are going to come in and just like cry and cancel us, right? Like, that's what the normies, that's usually how normies approach it. And then there's like people who are maybe like marginally interested, like not super interested, but a little interested enough to like come across like you have a coherent worldview. And those guys maybe watch, like, some of them watch me, some of them watch other content creators, and they basically just like reiterate regurgitate whatever the opinions that content creator has. Right. And the reality of the matter is, if that content creator in the political sphere that is like somewhat popular hates me, then they're going to hate me too. Because they haven't made up their minds about anything, really. They haven't really made up their minds about their own personal political view. They're just kind of adopting the positions of another person that they consider to be like charismatic and personable. So that's it. That's usually what this is about. That's why you see so many people chirping. But then, like, if you interrogate why they hate me, they just don't really have any real reason. What is this? I see the vision. Hell yeah. That's what we're doing for Halloween. This was Jason after the stream you guys did.
Oh, you're gonna.
Jason and his community were a bit worried about getting canceled because of politics in general, not just yours. He didn't want to take a position. No, I know. Also, I feel that right now. So yeah, we did the hinge stuff, and then after that, we did the hot ones where Jason asked me important questions like, "How big is your penis?"
How big's your?
And then what else? Thank you, Wittix Piker, saying I look good. Look at the. So here's the other issue. Okay, so on hot ones, there's like a lineup. On hot ones, there's a lineup of sauces, right? There's supposed to be an order of sauces. And the problem is, this was like the third or fourth sauce. And it turns out this was the second to last worst sauce. So they up the order. And I'm over here dousing it. Look at how much of a pour I put in there.
Who? Like, you never named who was the worst streamer you collab with.
I did. Zerka, probably.
Okay. Zerka.
I would say Zerka was probably up there. I mean, he's pretty bad. The issue is, like, he was bad already, but he got like way worse down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of dudes like that in this space. You'll see where you're just like, damn, this won't go away. You know what I mean?
You should name them.
I already do. Like, they're the known entities in general.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Yo, Chess calling you out for not putting any sauce on your. Look at mine.
I literally.
I got 360 coverage right now. What do you got?
I got a big ass bite of it.
Oh, this one's hot.
It tastes good.
I can tell this one's bad. Which one was that? Oh, bro, that had 5 spices. That's like the worst. That's when I realized, like, oh my God. That's when I realized, like, oh, we're cooked. That actually, I'm not even ashamed to admit it. That me up, dude. I do maintain that your primary contribution to online left is simply having coherent takes while having the ability to maintain the appropriate tone of voice for whatever audience you're talking to. Very art of war. It is best to attack your enemy before they're aware of your presence type, but sometimes it has to be said. You look way more buff in that lighting. I think it's just because this is a different camera setup and I just sit in front of my camera and I look normal in front of my camera. But when you see me around other people, you realize how much larger I am than like the average person. The bomb is extremely nasty. Outside of spice, it tastes like fermented ass. Yeah, a lot of the sauces didn't even taste that good. I don't hear a word he's saying right now. Strikes again. They just taste like pain. Yeah, I think I think hot sauce should also taste good. Like, controversial opinion, I think, but it also should taste good. It shouldn't just be like ass for the sake of ass, right? It needs to have like decent flavor too. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we obviously did the back and forth. He asked me questions that were like kind of drama baity a little bit. I don't even know if he was like aware that it was going to cause drama. Like, he asked me about XQC, and I was pretty honest. Like, I was very open and very honest about it in terms of like how I feel. Like, I do feel bad that I think he's like alienated a lot of people that were in his immediate orbit that like consistently try to help him out, myself included. But of course, honesty in that situation is not a good thing. It's a bad thing. So I'm sure people are already mad. He asked me about Destiny, who I replied to as well, which I'm sure that, whipped up the worst people online in excitement. They love that. His chat gave him the questions when he went to pee. Yeah. D community trying to say you're a cuck because of Janice. Aw, that's cute. That's pretty funny because like he is the cuck man. That's like Sneeko calling someone a cuck. You can't keep getting away with it. I'm gonna use that as my blast off image, I think, today. But yeah, let's do it. Debate night. Oliver made something, you monster. Yeah, he made that GIF. TikTok girlies finally decided you are too hot and you need to stop.
Hotman, can I respectfully ask you to just go away? I don't have enough time, and I'm fed up of seeing you everywhere. And I've got things to do. I've got a life to lead. I can't keep doing this. Like, I just can't. So can you leave? Just go.
Hasan, TikTok.
My girlfriend is in New York City for school right now. Please keep her safe. You don't want that.
Son, you could probably sell that to someone here.
Probably. Another good moment from the stream.
I was picking up my son from UCLA. They were throwing bottles over there. So I wasn't really attending it, but hey, let them do what they want to do.
You have a son? How old are you?
32.
You have a son that's already at UCLA?
Yeah, man, he's he's an early
Explain the math on that.
16 and pregnant.
You were
Yeah.
fucking at 12.
God damn.
My girl was on Teen Mom season 3. You know what I mean?
What?
Your girl was on what?
Teen Mom.
T what?
Teen Mom. You don't know about Teen Mom?
Oh, Timo.
No, Teen Mom.
Teen
Mom.
Teen Mom.
Teen Mom. Teen Mom.
Bro, you are talking a whole different language.
Yeah, nah.
Will
Timo. What don't you understand about Timo? What was really funny about the process, by the way, was that like so obviously like some were memeing and some were like leaning into a character, and some people didn't know what their political worldview was overall. Obviously Arky was like memeing, he's not actually a Republican, and this was actually a liberal, but he was like portraying himself as a Republican, and it's like, how am I supposed to know you're lying? I thought you were supposed to like lean in. Like I thought it was a part of the kayfabe, right? Like, you present yourself as a Republican, I'm gonna say, okay, you're a Republican, right? Because like I know he's not a Republican, but he's portraying himself as one for the sake of the content. So I thought he was also like, yeah, there was a little bit of a misunderstanding there. I locked him down as liberal. And Jason was the one who said she was liberal, but I knew she was not a liberal, okay? I knew she was not a Democratic Party voter. And I kept saying it, but, I just let Jason choose that one. And then, yeah, like, I say Lacey is like a little bit more, I would say he's like conservative. And Adapt is 100% a liberal, like a libtard, not even just like a regular old liberal. So are you going to buy $699 PS5 Pro? No, probably not. But yeah, and also the pigeon stuff that he's talking about, he's not even joking about that. He's like 100% real. Like he actually believes that for sure. Hold on. I'm going to get my coffee real quick. 1 second. So the girl was pro creationism, but pro big government, but pro lower taxes all over the place, man. Yeah, that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this situation, which is that like Americans who even think they know what their political worldview actually is are still categorically oblivious. Okay. And you got to try to figure out, you ultimately have to try and figure out like what the higher order of priority is. Okay. People be containing multitudes. No, American voters are just like, because the system is ultimately busted. American politics is just like a mishmash of oftentimes contradicting ideas. Expand on that thought. Higher order of priority. If I were to ask you right now, Tessa the Besta, there's probably, if I were to ask you what are your top 5 priorities right now, I could tell you exactly which party you're going to be voting for. Okay? Because the reality is, Hasan, what? So like, oh, upper lip pillow. Oh, got it. So like, you will have your top 10 things that you're interested in, right? You can tell me like your top 10 things that you're interested in and rank them by order of priority. And oftentimes they're like inherently contradictory, but whichever is like the top 3, I can get a pretty good understanding of like what your worldview is from that. You know what I mean? That's it. So there's plenty of people who vote Democrat who also think taxes suck. You know what I mean? That's just American. There's plenty of people who like want to help homeless people or even want universal health care programs, but are Republican. I hope that helps you understand it. So that's it. And because most of like American politics is just like oftentimes inherently contradictory, confusing, silly, most people don't have like a coherent, well fleshed out worldview and don't have a party that they can like those opinions into. Anti-workers' rights, clean water, LGBTQ rights, healthcare. Guess how I'm registered? See, that's what I mean. Like, this is great, right? BDM Matt 99. Anti-workers' rights, clean water, LGBTQ rights. Like, which party actually technically represents your values and your interests? Like, one party is, at least in the messaging front, closer to your values and interests, but neither party actually represents those interests at all. Do you see what I mean? Not a Jill Stein, probably PSL voter or a Jill Stein voter. But ultimately, I'm saying, like, the question is liberal or conservative or Democrat or Republican. And it's hard to make that assessment because, one, most people are not very well educated on their own political opinions. And two, even if people are a little bit more educated than the average person on their political opinions, they still have a hard time slotting themselves into a party, you know? But that's it. All right. Debate night. We'll do the Tyreek Hill arrest footage too. Get in now. The bait night. Yeah, we're going to be baiting all night. I'm baiting in the GIF. Here it is. Boom. Are you a master at it? Am I the master of baiting? Yes. Whoa, baiting they D. Can we do bingo for the debate? I think Little Bear is working on that. You see that TikToker we reacted to? Made a TikTok about it?
Calling celebrities. Let's just call him that white blonde that get on stage and can barely sing. You know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who Hasan Piker is? He is just fine as... I just found out who he was like a couple years ago because he like reacted to one of my videos and I was like, who is this? Why am I on Twitch with these doo-doo stained draw? This is not my audience. And then I was like, wait.
Wait, we have the same...
Who is that? So, you know, Hasan, you have diminished the collective shadow in me. I no longer look at Twitch streamers as doo-doo head stained draw bitches.
That's a mistake.
Some of y'all actually have good points and raise money for Palestinian families. We love that.
That's a mistake. That's a mistake. No. It's still bad. It's still bad though.
Let's stop calling...
I have doo-doo in my draws. Bingo for the bingo card. Also do Hasan Guesser. Okay, Little Bear, calm down. We're gonna like, you want to do bingo already, and it's like not even, it's not gonna be relevant for at least a couple hours. Okay, chill. Thank you for the bingo cards though. Will you be able to multi-stream a TikTok when your Twitch contract is up? Yes. You're being called out on this one. What? I'm being called out on this.
Really? It's not even funny. I'm a ride he wouldn't survive. The wheels would come right off.
I don't think I'm being called out in that.
Act as an insta win button.
The way I would.
I don't think I was getting called out in that. Chatter, you're wrong. Sorry, just tuned in. Will you be allowed to stream the debate live? The debate, watch me. Okay. Yes, I will be watching. I will be watching it live. Yeah, I feel like that's something entirely different than being called out. Will you mute your mic when it's not your time to talk during the debate? No, I love talking over the debate. Sorry, I'm not gonna stop. The debate is at 6 p.m. Pacific. The debate is at 6 p.m. Pacific. Everyone loves you now. I feel like it's great to see you get recognized for the hard work you put in on and off the proverbial court. Hasan, do Hasan guesser. Oh, okay. Here, let's do the Hasan guesser. Okay. And I want to clarify one more time for the record. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. None of this justifies what Russia has done or is doing. Okay? None of this justifies what Vladimir Putin is doing currently in Ukraine. I know I have to specify this because people they're like used to just hearing black and white. This is right, this is wrong. So I need to clarify one. Dude, the amount of times I said this and like people just straight up lied about it. Like, it is so crazy. It is so crazy. Think about it. Right now, online, there are at least like 5,000 to 10,000 people, at least minimum, that spend an unimaginable amount of time just straight up lying about my positions. Like saying that I'm pro-Russia, saying that I've gotten paid by Vladimir Putin. Like, it did not matter at all. It's crazy, dude. It's so insane that like back in the day, I feel like you couldn't get away with just like clipping maliciously, especially when like the person that you were clipping maliciously out of context was like so open, okay? Like so open about his positions. But it literally does not matter. In this day and age, it just straight up does not matter what the truth is. It doesn't matter what someone's point of view is. Like, they did it back then and they still do it, which is crazy. It's wild. Actually wild. No, literally. And when Tim Pool tenant indictment dropped, Bonarelli's community was like, Bonarelli's community wasn't like, holy, Tim Pool's a Russian agent. And instead we're like, Lamau, Hasan didn't get paid to be pro-Russia. I know. That's what's interesting about it. And they're also defending Lawrence Southern. They're defending Lawrence Southern because Bonarelli is friends with Lawrence Southern. But she got paid by Russia too. How the f did she get away with that? Because they don't they don't care about the truth. That's it. One more time. What Vladimir Putin is doing is wrong. It is morally abhorrent. It is completely unacceptable. Okay? Please understand it. Okay? Like 92,000 people saw this and like there's still, yeah, the queen is not crossed out. All right, by the way, this is well done, comrade. There you go. I mean, that's the easiest one to figure out. Just add this audio to the stream deck. Dude, you don't understand. People still, okay, let me explain something to you. Since I've been online as a Turkish American content creator, something that Nazis have regularly posted about me, like even when I had 3 followers, you know what I mean, was the idea, the lie that I deny the Armenian consistently. And it used to be such a commonplace thing that people would come into my chat and say, when I had like 35 people watching, by the way, that there is a command in my chat still, ! Armenian, all the way from the 15th of December, 2018, all the way from the 15th of December, 2018. But people still say it. Andrew Tate said it. Andrew Tate's brother still says it about me from time to time. Whenever someone is mad at me, they just straight up will be like, oh, dude, this guy denies the Armenian, right? And it's almost always right-wingers and also liberals who don't have an issue with like Nazis and stuff, right? And the same goes for like being pro-Russia, right? You need to have that text overlay if you had in the beginning of the invasion in 2022 that said Russia is bad. No, it doesn't matter. It's in the overlays. They just cut the overlay out. That's the craziest. I could have like Vladimir Putin sucks ass in front of my face and they'll find a way to edit that out. Because for a lot of these people, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Here, look, I mean, they still lie about this. I've never denied the Armenian genocide. Never. The Armenian happened. I saw someone say that your overlay was pro-Putin. They don't care. that's what's so crazy about this is like if people just straight up don't give a like, what are you supposed to do? I mean, we should just put this clip up, honestly. We should just post this clip from the day of, basically the day of the invasion. And just, you know, whenever someone comes in and is like, dude, what the, like, you're pro-Russia, just be like, here, there you go. Yeah, Ukraine. When you use that as like, how did you go through a second puberty, bro? It happens, you know, it happens all the time. There is no winning either way with these people. So just talking about it gives it more attention. Yeah, but honestly, it literally, it doesn't matter because there are some people who get duped who probably don't want to look like a fool, right? Like there are always going to be people that genuinely are maybe uninitiated, have not heard about my positions on this, you know? So I think it's good for those people. But yeah, for the most part, like, stop getting angry at me as you are widely underestimating chat. There is no way to avoid this kind of people. That's what HasanAbi is saying. Yeah, and this is not for those. This is not for like the people who have an agenda, who are just like, I hate this guy. I don't really care about like world events that are changing my immediate life or the life of people that I love. I only care about world events as far as I can like use it to make a drama video about like my favorite content creator's biggest enemy or some like that's what's so crazy about it. I think like these people are more mad at me than they are at Russia. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're more mad at me than they are at Russia because they just like they want this to be drama. They don't give a just like so many people just like openly lied and made videos and claimed that I was like a propagandist who was lying at the behest of like Hamas and I was an Islamist fundamentalist. And there were so many videos cut about this in the beginning in early October, right? All those guys just shut the fuck up. They never talked about Palestine, never, unless it was to be like, yo, fuck Hasan. Because for many people, it's very bloodless. It's like very opportunistic. They don't think about the actual issues. They don't actually think about like what their statements might actually, what kind of impact their statements might have if they're like genuinely changing people's attitudes and stuff. You know, I think they have a better stance about this than you. I think the stance is to come in here at the top of the hour and think that like, think that you can use this as a way to serve a 3-minute ad break, especially when double debates are obviously not allowed and you will get banned for it. Nice try though. Nice try, chatter. Yeah. One day, take that 1-day ban. You are accessible. Most internet personalities are not accessible to the extent you are, so they go where they get traction. Double debates, 2-parters are not allowed because they're ass. And they really, you know, you got to get more creative if you want to get a good debate in. Yeah, you don't want to get, listen, do you see Kamala's debate prep? Dog, if you believe this, you know, you are the biggest delusional person on the planet. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is some like weird, probably Groiper community link. Why the fuck would you post that in this chat? I mean, come on. Can people still watch after a ban? Yeah, of course. You just won't be able to chat. 1-parters are fine, yes. Did you see Fox News' headline on the Tyreek Hill episode? Dolphins, Tyreek Hill not blameless in incident with police officers. ESPN Stephen A. Smith says, oh my God, he's back. Stephen A. Smith is back, baby. Harris is bringing 2 former Trump administration officials as their debate guests. Lamest. All right. You can actually ban people from watching you now through Twitch. Wait, really? I didn't know that, but that seems like if it's easy to do, oh man, I would use the shit out of that, dude. Holy moly, that would be fun. That'd be fun to do. Anyway, here's the 3-minute ad break. Now, obviously, if you no longer want to see those ads, Stephen A. made a decent point and condemned the cops, but everyone just hyped on defending Tyreek right now. Bro, if banning prevented someone from viewing your haters would never take you out of context, yeah, it's good to know. It's an on and off setting as far as I know, so anyone banned will be banned from viewing. Oof. All right, we'll do the Tyreek situation, and then I'll hear what Stephen A. Smith had to say about it. But like, I mean, I have a lot to say about this issue as well. I guess the last thing people will just make burners for your swag is too much. Yeah. What do we do? Okay. So yeah, we talked about all this stuff. The heat we talked about, the debate one was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then I was talking to the clip Ronaldo, okay, about cars on my way out. And he was shocked about like the level of knowledge that I had. I think These people legitimately think like the only thing I like talking about is politics, and that I have like no interest beyond politics, like that I haven't lived 33 years on this planet. And as a person who's like been alive for, as a person who's been alive for 33 years on this planet, like I have not cultivated a bunch of different interests that I can at least like have some surface level conversations on. Like he was just genuinely shocked. He was like, damn, like you actually know your shit about cars like a little bit. I was so shocked about it. And it's like it's not that you ain't phase presenting like that, little bro. Yeah. The Van Cleef bracelet is fake, I think. I mean, I don't care. It was nice of him. Guys, stop sending me the link to figure out how to ban people from viewing my live streams. I'm not going to learn that right now. If it's not easy to do, I'm not going to do it. Our chatters in Jason's chat, we oldest. Here are some funny Hasan Raider messages I saw. Skippity toilet. Am I right, fellow children? As a 30-year-old, I had no idea what ta was until I came to this chat. What is going on this chat? Not funny. I'ma sue Hasan for dropping me off here. I don't even know what ta is. The f is TA. The f chatter mean you aren't phase presenting. Pull up the Phase Banks B-Day clip. Yeah, I'm the most phase presenting non-phase member out there with the exception of Cutie Cinderella. Okay? Like, obviously Cutie Cinderella is the #1 phase presenting non-phase member right now. But outside of that is me. What is this? Kaya? Oh, yeah. Kaya being a cutie pie as always. Look at this face. Look at the little baby. Younger Twitch chats find a new emote to blast almost weekly. That lighting had you cut up like a mofo. No, it's not the lighting. I mean, lighting matters in this situation, but I think what also matters is like I was next to a person who's like normal sized. You will always figure out how much larger I am than the average person when you see me next to a normal sized human being. Like look at this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of dudes like that in this space. You'll see where you're just like, look at the little baby dabby put on there. You know what I mean?
Name them.
Well, I already do. Like what's your height and weight, big boy? I'm 6'4", 228 pounds right now. But I would say I'm like normal sized around Zoil, you know? So it's dependent on who you're next to, right? I'm normal sized next to Zoil. Did we do Cuban Mafia? I mean, Miami-Dade Police Department, Tyreek Hill arrest yet? No, not yet. The average millennial cannot comprehend what's happening here. Bro, you sent me an Instagram reel. You are the average millennial. Why did Google say you're 6'3"? I don't know. They're sane washing Trump. I love that. All right, let's get into politics. JD Vance.